Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This video is a little bit later than I intended it, but I hope that you guys are still going to be excited about it. So today I'm going to be telling you about my 2020 goals and showing you my vision board. And I know that this video is going to be pretty long, so I'm sorry. I will try to make it as brief as I can because I have a lot of goals for this year and they're broken down into categories. Some of them are silly, some of them are more serious, so I'm just going to get into it. And mostly I'm not going to explain them too much. So if you have questions about any of them, you can definitely ask below and I'm happy to answer them because I don't want this video to be like 45 minutes long. Okay, so the first section, I kind of have like family and lifestyle sort of goals. It includes using my planner every day. I start off great and then I usually fall off. Meatless Mondays, which usually are actually vegan Mondays. We want to take 4 family trips this year. I'm aiming for 1 per quarter. Getting Maverick back on track with his sleeping in his own bed through the night. That is the goal this year. Him being in the hospital really gave that a big hiccup. Doing family home evening at least twice a month. Ideally it would be once a week, but our schedules are really crazy. Offering the homeschool basket every day, attending all of Maverick's follow-up appointments, and then I just kind of have them listed out because he has a lot of ongoing appointments for his condition. Getting Clarissa a speech evaluation. I have it scheduled. It is actually coming up this week, I think, or next week. Eating dinner together with Maverick in the high chair. So he's been kind of running crazy. We don't always all sit together at the table. Like usually the kids sit at the table and then I'm like with Maverick somewhere else trying to feed him, and it's a little bit crazy. The table becomes a catch-all and so it's hard for us all to sit together. So just keeping that table clear so that we can all eat together is a big one for me because it means a lot to me when we all eat together at the table. I don't know. I just really like it. Adjust and post my block schedule with morning and evening routines for Maverick. So we're just operating on an old block schedule that we use right now to just kind of like run our house. So I just need to get it updated and include Maverick on it because it's from before he was born. So yeah. Reduce our waste to 3 bags of garbage per week. Last year I had a goal similar to this, but it was getting it down to 1 bag per day because we had a lot of trash. So I did that. So now I want to like cut it down even more. And so we've done a lot of things to reduce our waste, like cutting out paper towels, paper plates, getting water bottles, instead of like reusable water bottles instead of the plastic ones, reusable straws, bringing our own grocery bags, like a whole lot of stuff. And we cloth diaper. So that's another way we do that. Monthly car deep clean, because we didn't deep clean the other car very often. We just kind of like clean the trash out, but like once per month I would like to fully clean out the car, vacuum it, wipe it down, do all of that. And then of course getting the kids to the dentist 2 times a year because that's what we're supposed to do every 6 months. And this year will be Maverick's first time going to the dentist. He's got 8 teeth right now. He's going to be 1 in just a few days. Crazy. Health and wellness. Lose 100 pounds. I picked that number kind of arbitrarily just because I'm really focusing on other aspects of my life as well. I'm in recovery for my eating disorder, and so I'm not sure what my weight is going to do, to be honest. Getting rid of my seatbelt extender, which kind of goes in with my weight loss. Attending OA meetings, which is part of my recovery for my eating disorder. Being caffeine free, which I am back to being caffeine free, and I was caffeine free for 10 months last year, so I can totally do it. Drinking more water, doing the Russell Brand recovery class, which I'm in right now. Following food rules / OA abstinence, which right now my only rule to maintain abstinence is not binge eating, which I actually have maintained for 16 days now. So yay. Establishing a new primary care provider. I have an appointment at the beginning of February. doing the 7 Summits Monroe Challenge, which is basically like a step challenge where I'm counting steps and you get steps equal to the number of steps it would take to scale the 7 highest mountains. And it's like the highest on each continent. So there's one from each continent. It's the tallest summit from each one, if that makes sense. Sorry. I did it back last year. It was only a 1-month challenge. You were supposed to do as many as you could, and I completed 3 in 1 month. So, and I tackled the 3 smallest ones. So I wanted to do all 7 this year. 100 hours outside, which is like an Instagram challenge for homeschoolers mostly. 100 days binge free. I kind of lowballed it, but I'm starting with 100 days. And once I hit 100 days, I'll set my next goal. Daily gratitude journaling, daily scripting, which is a law of attraction thing, and weekly choose a goal off of my vision board and 55 it, which is also a law of attraction thing, scripture studying, daily prayer, taking my vitamins and supplements. I'm really bad about that one. And continuing to search for an in-network counselor, which has been a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. In finance, we're going to have several no-buy months, which is probably going to be interesting because we've never done that before. We're pretty frugal as it is, but we've never had like official no-buy months. So we have several of them lined out where we're not going to be buying anything. Paying off a debt. I have a debt listed on here, paying it off. Doing the 52-week savings challenge for our Christmas fund, which is just doing, you have a separate account and then each week you put money into it based on what week of the year it is. So week 1, you put $1, week 2, you put $2, week 3, you put $3, and so on. By the end of the year, you've got over $1,000 in that account. And it's all set for Christmas. That's how I budget for Christmas. Tax refund allocation. So I just outlined what I'm going to be doing with our tax refund, or at least part of it. So that way, if we get it back during a no-buy month, I feel like I can use it on those things because I previously outlined it. Canceling Audible and Kindle Unlimited because I don't use them enough to justify them, and so it'll save me like $20 a month. Grocery budget, we are sticking to $150, including formula, and that also includes if we buy any household products and things like that. And we're going to do a pantry challenge once per quarter to try to make sure that we are clearing out all the stuff in the pantry, so we're not just getting an overloading of like canned goods or whatever, or the freezer gets stocked with too much of something that we're not using up. I'm gonna make sure we're using up everything. Social media is, I have a social, it's called social hour checklist. So once per day I kind of go through and I have to post and like make sure that I'm checking out people that I follow that mean a lot to me. I have a lot of friends that post, and I have a lot of people that are really supportive on my channels, and I like to follow up with them and make sure that they're doing well and leave comments. And do that sort of thing. So just taking a little bit of time to do that, but I don't want to be doing it all day long, which is why I have it like narrowed down to my social hour, I'm calling it, so that I'm not sitting on social media all day long. The only exception to that is when I post a new video, I answer all of the comments as they come up for the first 24 hours of the video. Changing my name on all of my accounts on my other channel, which I did. So I had another channel. It's my personal channel. It was all about my weight loss journey, and it was called The Crazy Keto Girl, and I had that on all my platforms, and I just recently changed it to Taking Back Tara, and so it's more focused on all of my health and wellness and not just keto. So I did update all of those things already, so I can check all of those off of my 2020 goal list. And then my goal is also to try to upload weekly here, as well as there. So 2 videos a week, which sometimes feels like a lot because we've had a lot of craziness going on lately. Like our car broke down, Maverick had this really terrible appointment where we had to 3 people had to hold him down to draw blood, and he had to give 6 vials of blood, and they actually had to go make sure that he weighed enough to even take that much blood. It was awful. It's just been a crazy week. So I'm gonna do my best to get weekly uploads, and yeah, so 4 videos a month hopefully. And then miscellaneous, I'm going to be dyeing my hair purple this year. I miss having purple hair. You can kind of see the faded part down here from when it was all bleached out and colored. I always feel my best self when my hair is purple. And I'm really, really aiming to unlock, I don't know what word to use, but bring out the inner me and bring out the parts of me that I've suppressed and hidden, and trying to just live my most authentic self and my most authentic life and not worry so much about what other people think about it, because that's pretty much all I've done my whole life, even when I said I wasn't. So yeah, I love having purple hair. It makes me feel like myself. So getting purple hair this year, prioritizing myself more, which is, I think most moms or caregivers have this issue where we'll back burner things for ourselves to make sure that we're taking care of other people and taking care of other responsibilities, and then we get kind of forgotten in the shuffle, and then you get really burned out. So just really making sure that, like, even basic stuff, like making sure I get to brush my hair, making sure I get to shower, making sure I get to do these things that sometimes I'm like, forget it. Like, it's more important that I do the dishes, or forget it, it's more important that I fold the laundry, or forget it, it's more important that I pick up the living room. Like, silly stuff sometimes. So yeah. Wearing makeup again, and that's really a time problem, because Maverick is just so not into letting me do anything. So getting to do my makeup is a luxury at this point. But I do want to wear makeup. I miss wearing makeup. I miss having the time to wear makeup. And yeah, I really enjoy it. It's fun to me. So getting to wear makeup again. And then I also have in parentheses here that rewarding myself with a makeup palette when I meet a large goal, which I think is going to be a weight related goal, or ticking off something like, being able to get rid of my seatbelt extender, or accomplishing the 7 Summits Monroe challenge, or something like that. If I accomplish something bigger, rewarding myself with a makeup palette, because there are a couple that I would like. You're gonna see them actually on my vision board. Reading 12 books, so I'm shooting for a book a month. This month I am reading Russell Brand's recovery book. Going forward, only buying clothes that I authentically love. So up until this point, because I am obese, I pretty much have just bought whatever clothes fit me and whatever clothes were the cheapest, because, small budget. I'd rather spend that money on my kids, and if I spend money on myself, I tend to feel guilty about it, and I almost always take things back. My husband actually has to convince me not to take things back when I buy them for myself. So going forward, yes, only buying things that I genuinely want to wear, and not buying things that I think I'm supposed to wear because that's what social media is gonna think I should wear, or because what people at church are gonna think I should wear, or because my friends think I should wear. Like, I got into this really horrible place as a young mom where I felt like who I wasn't good enough, and the person that I wasn't commanding enough respect, because I was a young parent. I was assaulted, and I had a baby from that when I was very, very young. I was 19 years old when I had my first baby, and people were really mean and nasty to me, and very disrespectful to me, and I was just doing my best, and so I conformed and changed who I was, and the way that I dressed, and the way that I carried myself, and the way that I talked to people, to try to get people to take me seriously as her parent. And it's been really hard to get it back, because I'm always afraid that if I do that, if I am myself, people are either going to think that I'm being fake because they met me after the change, or they're going to think that I don't deserve respect as a parent, or that I, these things that I have to deal with, which are actually all going to be in step 4 of the recovery program I'm working on. So these are all things I'm working on right now, as part of my wellness journey and taking back myself, like the name of my other channel suggests. So anyways, yeah, that's something that's really important to me, is that I'm not just letting what I think other people think of me run my life. And then the last goal on here is 12 dates with my husband, and we've been going on a breakfast date every week. Our oldest goes to public school, and then our middle child goes once a week to a homeschool enrichment program for the day. And so on that day, we usually go and get breakfast together, and we have Maverick with us. I would like our dates to be child-free, but right now babysitters for Maverick are pretty difficult, just because he cries a lot when he's with people other than my husband and myself. And he's not supposed to cry too much because of his heart condition. They said that we can let him cry within reason, but they didn't really kind of give us scope for that. And so Clarissa was able to literally, like, we would leave her with my in-laws, and she would cry the whole time we were gone. Like, she would just scream until she fell asleep, and then she'd wake up and scream some more. And he can't do something like that. And so I would be like on edge the whole time I was gone. So right now our dates include Maverick. He comes along. But that is it for this. So I will go ahead and show you guys my vision board. Okay, so here is my board. I know we are in the car, so this probably looks really weird. I saw this hologram poster board, and I fell in love. This is totally me, you guys. I love hologram stuff. I remember in school I always had like hologram notebooks and folders. Like, I was obsessed, and I still am. So I was super excited when I saw this poster board. I was like, oh yes, oh my gosh, the vision board is happening. So of course we have our big 2020 in the middle. I kind of separated it into sections. So like over here I kind of have my health and wellness stuff that we just talked about. Getting the water in, getting outside more, using my planner and tracking, eating better, doing that recovery. There's like a thing for the recovery with Russell Brand. Up moving this way, we have some YouTube goals. I, of course, do not think I'm getting to 100,000 subscribers, you guys. That is not what that's about. It's more just talking about or visualizing success for my channel and just growing the community here, because you guys are so amazing and I just appreciate your support so much. And I love seeing you guys support each other too. Like, that means a lot to me, just seeing how supportive and wonderful you guys all are. So I just put that there as a way to keep my mind on making videos and trying to produce the best content that I can for you guys with the time and tools that I have, and just, yeah, building that community. That is actually the OA symbol right there, that little black and white guy. I had a little quote about manifesting, and then up here this was all about getting outside and walking more, and like there you can see like the national park symbol, and just getting out and enjoying nature. And actually there in the top corner, that is somewhere I've actually been before. That's the Tuzagoot National Monument, and my kids really want to go back there, so I put it on here as a return trip item. Here I just kind of posted some pictures of some houses and actually an RV that I really like. Eventually I would love to travel full-time in an RV. I feel like that would be amazing. It's on one of my like life goals, but I feel like my weight holds me back, because you can only put so much weight in an RV, and I don't want, you know, 500 pounds of that weight being me. I don't want to like shift the thing around uncomfortably, making people freak out walking around in the RV, or making weird noises, or being afraid it's going to tip over or whatever. So I feel like my weight is holding me back from that goal. And buying a house is also a big one on my to-do list. So I had some pictures of some houses that I liked as well. And then I just had a big can there, which really confused my daughter. She's like, why does it say can? And I'm like, I just feel like it's better than can't. And so it's just reminding me to have a can-do attitude, and that I can do anything I set my mind to, and that I can accomplish anything on this board as well. Having my best financial year yet. It's got like, I don't know if it'll focus. It's like little $ confetti. And we were doing pretty good, and then we kind of got kicked in the teeth a little bit and had a little bit of a struggle, but things are looking up again, and I just know that things are going to continue in that way. One of the things people do a lot for law of attraction is writing themselves a fake check to the universe, and so that's what this is. It's just a little check to myself. And it says $50,000. I picked a number. I couldn't decide how much to make the check for. but that's what I made it for. And then this corner is actually more about my personal stuff. So here we have, you can't really tell very well, but she actually has, both of these girls have purple hair. The lighting in here is a little bit bad, but purple hair. Another little quote about manifesting and the law of attraction, and then makeup palettes. Okay, you guys can make fun of me if you want. I really, really, really want the conspiracy palette, which is a collaboration between Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, and then this is the mini controversy that goes with it. I really want both of these palettes, and I actually really want the Jawbreaker palette. These are a pair of custom Converse that I designed for myself. I only used to wear high top Converse like these, and then my weight got so bad that it was too difficult to put them on and lace them up myself, so I switched to flats. And I don't want my weight to hold me back from wearing the shoes I like. Like, how lame is that? So I designed a pair of Converse and put them on here, and I feel like when I am in a better place with my weight, I don't know what that number is, but when I'm in a place where I can put shoes on comfortably again, I'm gonna get these shoes. And then another little, this is like a little quote. I'll bring it over here. All right, well, I don't know why it won't focus, but it says, life is too short not to wear the things we love. Don't squander the daily opportunity to celebrate yourself and show the world who you are. That's what that is. And then I have like a random little like Panda Express like fortune cookie thing here that says good vibes are coming your way. And here, I moved it more into the light so you could see the purple hair. So hers is purple, and then this is like purple into like a black sort of like ombre thing. It printed a little dark, but she still actually has like the aesthetic that I feel inside, honestly. Like, I never grew out of being the goth girl. I just grew out of being able to fit in my goth girl clothes, and I grew out of having the time to do my makeup and my hair. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel on the inside, honestly, when I imagine myself. Anyways, so there you go. I have some kind of, you know, buzzwords, I guess. Mindfulness, calm and relaxed, love your body, healthy habits, elevate, those kinds of things that I just really want to focus on this year. Yeah, so that's all right, you guys, that is it for my 2020 goals and vision board. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. I would love to hear about your guys' goals for the year, and if you have any questions about mine, feel free to comment them down below. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.